Today I want to talk about Justin Fields and all that's coming up after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You gotta help me with that corner shit.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always college football related, sports related. We have a good time today. I want to talk about Justin Fields. It's got me a little bit amped. But you know what? To help me get a little bit more amped, the troop from Square One Cosplay and I were stuck at the disaster zone that is Memorial and like the Creek Turnpike, and I got to let over the group from Square One Cosplay, and I got, the picture with the bumper sticker that says youtube.com/Square One Cosplay. Tulsa, YouTubers, stand up. I like it. And then as I was getting off the exit to my house, I had to be on that Mario Andretti, on that Bubba Wallace, dodging these pileups because people is out in Tulsa like it ain't a plague outside, like for real, getting after it. And then I had to hear about more Dan Orlovsky and others talking noise about my man's Justin Fields. And you understand, this is the #1 Justin Fields stan channel, right? But in the last year, a lot of Ohio State fans have found the channel, have found me on the Twitters, on the Instagrams. And one of the things that I think I can say about that group, about that fan base, is they ride for theirs. Doesn't care about creed, doesn't care about color, not really in the ways that many people seem to. And that's one of the cool things about college football when we can cut it away. Your guy is your guy. Right? You'll have discussions inside of your circles about which guy inside that circle you want, but your guy is your guy. So much so that, there are folks that will ride for Baker Mayfield no matter what, even knowing that Kyler Murray is the better quarterback. Justin Fields occupies a very cool space in the discussion of great Ohio State quarterbacks, and he might be the best quarterback prospect to come out of Ohio State and play well in the NFL draft since Art Schlichter, right? Schlichter, Dwayne Haskins, those are the only 2 first-round draft picks that Ohio State's put out at quarterback in the last 30 years. Justin Fields will be the 3rd. But it got me thinking about how people are picking on Justin Fields and not Trey Lance, and not Mac Jones, and not Kyle Trask, and not Kellen Mond, and not Trevor Lawrence, and not Zach Wilson. Having discussions about this dude. We're having discussions about a dude that he gave up being drafted in the Major League Baseball, draft, so that he could enroll early at Georgia and compete for the job because he wanted to work. Which means that he forewent, I think that's a word, it is now, making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, just signing his name and then going to play football anyway. General managers called up his father and tried to beg him to talk his kid into just graduating in May instead of in December so they could draft him. And Justin said, no, I want to go play football. Okay? Now let's jump ahead to 2018, the year that Fields came out. 2018, Tom Pelissero reported this anonymous quote from an NFL offensive coordinator. He's an awesome athlete. He will not be able to play quarterback in this league. Mark my words. When he throws, he hopes. That quote was about Lamar Jackson, who is only the 2nd unanimous MVP in the history of the NFL. The other is Tom Brady. If you are ranking quarterbacks, you will have Lamar Jackson inside of your top 5, if not your top 2, in the NFL today. In 2019, Charlie Casserly goes on NFL Network and said he heard this ahead of the NFL draft. Leadership, not good. Study habits, not good. The board work, below, not good. The quarterback he was talking about is Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is only the 2nd player ever to post a 4,000-yard passing, 1,000-yard rushing season in college football. He played 1 year at Oklahoma and won the Heisman Trophy. He became the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft despite Cass Early. J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald have all staked their careers on Kyler Murray. And yet, we're talking about Justin Fields as a me-first guy. And then earlier this week, Dan Orlovsky goes on Pat McAfee's show and says, among other things, one, I have heard that he is a last guy in, first guy out type quarterback. Like, not the maniacal work ethic. He's talking about Justin Fields, and you damn well know better. When the Big Ten opted out of college football in 2020, Justin Fields, who knew he was a first-round pick, begged people to sign a petition and led a campaign called We Want to Play. And you have the nerve to question his work ethic. And then you seriously took into consideration somebody else who questioned his work ethic, and you repeated it. Justin Fields is 6'3", 230 pounds, and runs a 4.4 40 and can throw a football over them mountains. You're trying to talk me out of a guy who has every single athletic advantage you could ever think of, who ran a complicated offense for Ryan Day, whose teammates want to ride or die with him, whose head coach goes out of his way to tell you how great he is as a leader and as a quarterback. You're going out of your way to try to poo-poo a kid who went for 385 on 22 of 28 with 6 tutties and 1 pick with a bruised hip against a defense many people believed was the best in college football in Clemson. You're trying to talk me out of a guy that ran circles around Brent Venables, who held Tua Tagovailoa and company to 16 friggin' points in a national championship game. You're going out of your way to try to sully this kid's reputation, and he has done nothing to deserve this. None. You have zero character issues with him. All you have is leadership. All you have is respect. All you have is work ethic. And my God, Batman levels of talent. He is a superhero at quarterback. And if the 49ers draft Mac Jones and not Justin Fields, they deserve exactly what they're going to get. Whoever does go get Justin Fields, I don't know if he's going to turn your franchise around. That's about fit. Do you have wideouts? Do you have an offensive line? Do you have a defense? I don't know how long he's going to play. I don't know if he's going to end up with a gold jacket. I know that he's one of the best men available in this draft from a competitive advantage and one of the best men available in this draft from a character advantage. Najee Harris also fits into there. One of the coolest dudes walking the face of the earth playing football. You could say the same about Trevor Lawrence. I'm saying that if you were looking to win football games and you were looking for a CEO of your franchise, which is what your quarterback is going to do, how could you do better than Justin Fields? Deuces.